Okay, so the PSL nominees dropped, and I want to show you how we lie to ourselves, especially when we talk about certain players, and we give certain players storylines that we don't afford to the other guys. So I'm going to use Ronwen and Chipezetse as my starting point. So in my discussions, people have been saying to me that Ronwen has the most clean sheets. Ronwen knows how to organize his defense better. He's a better leader, which is true. You've probably watched all of Ronwen Williams' games, so that's fine. My issue comes when you start using those stats to make judgments on people like Uchipezetse, for example, who, according to everybody else, is a very bad goalkeeper and is so far away from Ronwen. But let's go back to that clean sheet stat. Ronwen played 16 games and has 11 clean sheets. So that makes him the number one goalkeeper. Chain in the clean sheet stat is number two, 25 games and 10 clean sheets, one behind Ronwen. How far is Chipezetse? Well, Elvis Chipezetse is actually number 4 on the list because he's played 26 games with 10 clean sheets. So he's not that far away from Ronwen in that stat. And if we were having a proper conversation about it, you could give Ronwen all of his pluses, leadership, passing out from the back. But then I could also say Chipezeze faced more shots. Chipezeze actually has the more saves. He's the number one keeper in terms of saves. So that means that not only is he keeping the clean sheet, but he's also making sure that goals aren't going in at a higher clip under a little bit more pressure. But even he's here because of a storyline. The only reason why we look at Chipezeze, even in a league sense, is because Bagesi won the Carling knockout. So storyline-wise, narrative-wise, we have to have him there. And because this fits the story, we don't include people like Salim Makula, who's actually number 3. If we're going with what we're saying about Ronwen's games, he's played 19 games with 10 clean sheets. So if Ronwen is given credit for this, he should be given credit as well. But using that stat is also crazy because the PSL is a low-scoring league. So most of the keepers are going to rank very highly. Now, there are lots of stats that you could look at for goalkeepers. I was just using the clean sheets conversation as a way to show us that not only do we sometimes make judgments on other keepers or other players without having context, but also we tend to use the greatness of the players that we love against the other guys without even caring to look them up. I'm not saying that Ronwen is not the best goalkeeper in the country, but what I am saying is, at least now we can back it up when we speak about it. And that is what the awards are missing.